and welcome everyone to Guardians of Tyr. My name's Barry. In today's game of Age of Sigmar Champions we have Chaos versus Order. Hamish starts with the run-of-the-mill Chaos Champion. I deploy 2 Protector Primes. These champions reduce damage from units opposite them by 1. So I've got good damage mitigation there. Hamish deploys 2 Blood Reaver Chieftains. They've got a heroic act of dealing 1 damage. I'd have a Knight Heralder so I can rotate units if needed, and lastly I do Vandus Hammerhand, and Archaon rounds out the heroes for Hamish. So Hamish is going first. He draws 4 cards, I draw 5. Hamish starts on 34, I start on 30, and it's game on for our best of 3 matchup. So Hamish opens with Insatiable Blood Reaver. On its second corner it does 3 damage and heals 2 health. I've opened with a Hurricane Raptor, so no units, spells or abilities can be channeled through that Chaos Champion. Probably not the best lane to deploy it on, should have deployed it on the Blood Reaver Chieftain at the top. So Hamish does 3 damage and gets 2 back in return. So the Blood Reaver Chieftains, Hamish has doubled up on them because the quests are fairly easy to accomplish on those guys. So they're the 2 heroes that he's going to concentrate on. And yeah, I should have put those Raptors in another place really. So 2 damage from the Raptors. I'm going to pass my go and draw 2 cards. So Insatiable Blood Reaver rotates out of play. So Insatiable Blood Reaver goes into play, completing the 3rd quest on that Blood Reaver Chieftain, and then Furious Strike deals 4 damage and completes the last quest for that Chieftain. And he reveals Outrageous Carnage, deals 4 damage, removes all units so to in front of it and adjacent to it. So I play Divine Vengeance in return, so because Hamish removed the unit, it then deals 6 damage back to him. Skybolt Judicator goes into play. 3rd corner is going to do 4 damage. If it's unopposed, then it's going to deal another 3. So Insatiable Blood Reaver went off, 3 damage to me, 2 health back for Hamish. Gaze of Khorne goes into play, so it's going to trigger that Insatiable Blood Reaver again. So I'm going to take another 3 damage and he's going to have another 2 health back. The eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that my Protector Primes, I've completely forgot about them, so I should have negated 3 damage. 1 round to go for the Skybolt. Opportunity Strike. 5 damage to Hamish. So my deck has got good damage output. It's just at the minute Hamish has got all the damage I've put onto him. He's managed to get back with those Insatiable Blood Reavers. So Paladin Protector goes into play just in case he starts smashing me again with units. So we're just going through the I forgot the Paladin. I forgot the Protector Prime's abilities. So Hamish is very gracefully giving me 2 health back. So Gore Slick Skull Reaper. So it's going to do rend damage on corners 1 and 3. And it's got a last stand ability of deal 2 damage. But that is not rend. Blood Warrior Berserker goes into play, so it does damage on 2nd and 3rd corners, and it increases damage to adjacent units by those corners as well. Piercing Shot, my Protector Prime, reveals my blessing. I've got Stormforge, so every Stormcast unit that leaves play, I get a card. So 1 damage from the Berserker. No damage because of my Paladin Protector. Paladin Protector rotates out of play. I'm going to draw a card. and the same with the Skybolt Judicator. So now I've got a really good card draw. I just need to start getting units down and clawing myself back into this game. So Disruptive Liberator goes into play. So it's going to deal damage on corners 2 and 3. Triumphant Smash to get rid of that Berserker, because I don't want to be giving the Skull Reaper extra rend damage. So 2 quests to go for the Chieftain at the top. Blood Hunt. Hamish removes my Disruptive Liberator, gains a health. Reckless Juggernaut removes the card next to him. Deals 2 damage because of the last stand. Paladin Decimator goes into play, so that's my main damage dealing unit, and a Celestial Prosecutor next to it, so it will increase the Decimator's damage. Fearless Korgruffs go into play, 2 damage for that, so another quest done for the Blood Reaver. And then Scorn of Sorcery, another 2 damage, so completes the Blood Reaver's quest. What do we get? Unrivaled Battle Lust, so that's going to increase the damage for units next turn. So the Decimator deals 1 damage, increased by 1 for the Celestial Prosecutor next to it. So another Decimator goes into play. Hamish rotates. Unrivaled Battle Lust, so 4 damage from the Korgruffs and 9 damage from the Reckless Juggernaut. Well done, Hamish. Game 1 goes to him. So that was a bit of an onslaught of damage. We'll see what we can do for game 2. And here we are. So the lineup for the Chaos is Chaos Champion, 2 Blood Reaver Chieftains and Archaon. I've got 2 Protector Primes, a Knight Heraldor and a Vandus Hammerhand. Okay, I'm going first. I draw 2 cards. Hamish first. So he's got Insatiable Blood Reaver and a Blood Warrior Berserker. So he's going to increase damage and heal damage. So straight out the gates, his damage potential's gone up already. So when the Chaos player's going first, it's very hard to try and stop these Blood Reavers going off. So Disruptive Liberator goes into play, and then a Piercing Shot. So the Disruptive Liberator's gone into play to stop Hamish from deploying onto that Chaos Champion, because I don't want another unit that's going to have increased damage. So Insatiable Blood Reaver does 4 damage this turn, and the Berserker does 1. And already he's completed 2 quests on those Blood Reaver Chieftains. So he skips his go, draws 2. One damage from my Disruptive Liberator. And a Skybolt Judicator goes into play. 2 damage from the Berserker. Another Blood Warrior Berserker goes into play. And a Slashing Screamer. So Slashing Screamer is going to deal damage on corners 2 and 3. It's also going to deal damage to himself. Plus the Screamer can deal 1 damage to himself and remove a unit in front of it. So 2 damage from the Disruptive Liberator. Looks like I was hoping to turn it with the Knight Heraldor, but yeah, I deployed that in the wrong place. So Paladin Decimator goes into play. So I've got quite a lot of damage coming out. So 3 damage from the Slashing Screamer, 1 damage to himself, and then the Berserker deals an additional damage. Hamish does the Slashing Screamer's ability of removing a unit, deals 1 damage to himself. Archaon's ability goes off because he removed a unit. Blood Fury Wrathmonger goes into play, deals 2 damage, increased by 1 because of the Berserker next to it. Divine Vengeance, because Hamish removed 1 of my units, and then deal 6 damage to him. Hurricane Raptor goes in. No abilities, so stops that Blood Reaver Chieftain from playing an ability card. With all those units that Hamish has got out, he's dealt 11 damage that turn. Largely thanks to the Berserker that is in the middle of those units. Dealt 2 damage itself and plus 2 damage to the units either side. Hamish is just clearing up a deployment quest for the Blood Reaver Chieftain. Gift of Change is going to remove that Slashing Screamer. Then can deploy a demon from either his hand or his deck. So it has to go into the lane that the unit was removed from. So Reckless Juggernaut goes into play, removes the Berserker that's next to him. So Archaon's completed all of his quests and he gets Spell Eater Curse, so 4 damage, and for every spell would increase the damage by 2. So Demonic Fury played through Archaon, 2 damage to himself, 5 damage to me. That's the game. Best of 3 match done. Chaos wins 2-0. So well done, Hamish. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel. There's more videos to come, and leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye bye.